Oseo, Okinali'is, Chalaki Nadaki, Southern District. Hello friends. Here we are again, another update, and today I am visiting a very special and sacred place, very special land in eastern Texas that refers and coincides with the other videos I have presented about Chief Bowles and the Battle of the Neches and President Lamar, Sam Houston. This land is privately owned and managed and taken care of by the American Indian Cultural Society of Ben Wheeler, Texas. This is the actual land where the battle and battlefield where Chief Bowles defended, along with other tribal warriors, his people against the Republic of Texas Army and forces commissioned by President Marabo Lamar of the Republic of Texas. It's a beautiful sunny day, clear blue skies, birds, and beautiful quiet and peace. All the trees together. This book, Last Stand of the Texas Cherokees, was written through research from this land and from the beginnings of immigration to the Texas period and to the final Battle of the Neches and the consequences and aftermath through the 20th century into historic and personal researches. But hopefully we are going to take a walk down this trail and path to the actual battle site, and I will try to explain a little bit more as we go along and perhaps reflect from some of the book here. So just bear with me. Wadawaekwa. Oh. This area here has been used for ceremonial gatherings by the group AICS for their annual honoring of Chief Bowles and the Cherokee people and other tribes who fought here. The grass is high today, but it looks like the AICS has brought in their mowers and tractors to cut and trim the land. There are several tribal stones around the path that honor the other tribes that were allied with Chief Bowles, such as this one of Bar the Shawnee. There are many cedar trees, sweet gums, various hardwoods, deciduous trees along the landscape and path. Some pine, not much, and other undergrowth. Another stone is of the Choctaw. It is cool and dark in this undergrowth and canopy along the trail. And we have another tribal stone honoring the Caddo of the Neches. as well as there is a natural creek and water that flows through here. As you can see, the clear flowing waters, and its peaceful stream under the trees. Beautiful, solemn place. Now we will continue on the trail to the actual battle site where Chief Diwali, John Bowles, stood against Captain John Smith in final battle, where Captain Smith, I believe that was his name, John, but he was Mr. Smith, and he confronted Chief Bowles at gunpoint. With the disapproval of his commanding officer, I believe John Reagan, who told him to stop and to bring Chief Bowles in, but Captain Smith refused and shot Diwali, our historic Uku, anyway, in a very dishonorable and drastic way. Another tribe that is honored is the Tahakulaki and their stone. You see all the canopy and undergrowth through here now. Historically, long ago, when the battle actually took place, there were very few trees here, and this was probably more so an open field and pasture where the battle actually took place. But now, over 170 something years, the trees and plants and growth have taken over, so it is more forested than original. As you can see, there has been a remembrance circle maintained around the battle site, and some benches placed for visitors to rest and contemplate themselves at this place. As we go now, we are heading to the memorial marker established in 1936 during the sesquicentennial or the bicentennial. No, it was the centennial 100-year anniversary of the Republic of Texas. And many of these historic monuments were put up all across Texas for different historic areas. And this one was placed here in honor of Chief Bowles and the Battle of the Neches that took place. And as you can see, other visitors have come to give stones and mementos, tobacco, feathers, and other mementos. And you can see the marker there and its scripting, as well as this honor ring tree, which has grown here, and people have placed some items in the trees: feathers, dream catchers, beads, and other mementos. There seems to be a flower stand also for other mementos to be attached as well. And along the field here, there are other trails and walking paths that have been growed up and go further into the forest. But it is a solemn place and means many things to many people, Cherokees and other American Indian people, and of American Indian heritage and descent. I have come here many times during my former research and studies, as well as for tribal purposes. And as the book states or mentions, the last stand of the Texas Cherokees details the migration of Chief Bowles' band of western Cherokees, the Chickamaugas, into Texas, and their subsequent struggles to obtain land rights from the Mexican and Texas government. Chief Bowles and 12 other affiliated Indian tribes ultimately chose to fight a strong force of Texas Rangers, Texas Army and Militia in July of 1839. Nearly 170 years later, author Stephen Moore and a team of detectives returned to this battle site to collect and form in book chronological form the information to write this book. As you can see, there are many plants and some goldenrod flowers blooming. Beautiful goldenrods. And another honoring stone towards the Kickapoo tribe. It's quite a walk along this trail, back and forth, depending. And another stone to honor the Coushatta tribe. Now this place, this land, Battle of the Neches site, is located about 20 or so miles west of Tyler on Texas Highway 64, and it is open from dawn to dusk to the public and closed from dusk to dawn overnight. If you're ever in the East Texas area or the Tyler, Jacksonville, Texas area, you may want to spend some time driving up and finding this place and to experience and discover it for yourself or other tribal members who have never been here before. It's a very good walk if you're into exercise and walking. A very good place to come for prayer and ceremony and reflection, or even gathering with loved ones and friends to study and explore this tribal Cherokee and Nadaki Anianwia history. Yes, it's a beautiful day in October of 2020. And I hope the remainder of the year is beneficial, blessed, and bountiful to those who have struggled through this time. And here is the final Cherokee stone, if you can see it. And someone has left a bird feather next to the rock. Well, I believe this video update is almost finished. And I would like to say thank you. Wadoekwa. And until next time.